Hello everybody, this is GeneralJannis, and today in Death Guard Tactics I will be talking about the just mentioned delay for the arrival of our Death Guard Codex and the full Mortarion stats that were revealed by the Warhammer community. So let's get started with this important news. So today's date, the 4th of December, a lot of things happening this year and also this month. Unfortunately, Games Workshop has announced today that the Death Guard Codex and anticipated the Death Guard new releases. They had also a picture showing the Lord of Virulence and the new terrain for Death Guard, for example, are delayed and will not be arriving in December this year as first we were hoping for. Instead, we are having a delay and we need to wait until the beginning of 2021. They are saying early 2021, but let's see what happens after the holiday seasons and the COVID situation we are facing. So I don't know about you guys, but I was really looking forward to getting my hands on the new codex before Christmas and have time in the holiday season to plan ahead and look at all the new rules and try to plan a new Death Guard army list and making a lot of mathematics models for the new statistics. But I think now I will have to wait a little bit longer. So yeah, there's not much to do, unfortunately. However, today we also got the full datasheet of Mortarion, downloadable from the Warhammer community, that we can review and try to draw some conclusions already and compare to the previously leaked assembly guides and what information we can deduce for other Death Guard units. And tomorrow also is a free model of the month by visiting Games Workshop shop, and this month is Death Guard, and it's they are giving away a free Plague Marine model, so that is quite nice. At least something to fill the time while waiting for the codex, I guess. So armed with a bit more patience, let's take a look at Mortarion's full datasheet. So we have Mortarion's full rules that you can download from Warhammer community. So basically yesterday I posted a video discussing the changes that were in the assembly guideline assembly guides, and basically the new rules and the stats, they confirm pretty much everything we saw yesterday. Mortarion is getting +1 attack, he gets +1 toughness, he has the eviscerating blow, his silence profile is before was D6, now it's the D3+3 as we discussed yesterday, and together with more attacks he's going to be doing much more damage and much more consistent reliable damage in close combat. And we saw yesterday also confirmation now that the range of the pistol, his lantern, is decreased from 18-inch to 12-inch, but still keeping the same rules here. And thankfully the Reaping Scythe profile is not lost. This profile was not included in the leaked rules from yesterday, but in the full data sheet we see that we still have it, and it's a play weapon, and yeah, you make the 3 hit rolls instead of 1, so on the charge you could do 24 attacks with the Reaping Scythe. And in the Warhammer community page, they confirmed that Mortarion will still be costing 490 points, and already now we can use these rules, but there are still some things we don't know. So let's see at some of the new things, because from the assembly guides we only pretty much see some stat lines and no abilities. So here we have now full abilities, and some of the things we can confirm is that yes, Disgusting Resilience is still present as an ability, and I was getting a bit worried, and I know a lot of people were a bit worried that we might be losing the Disgusting Resilience going forward, now that the Plague Marines were getting, let's say, so many more wounds and more traits and so on. But I guess now we can see that Disgusting Resilience will still be there. If it's still a 5+, or if there are any other changes to this ability, we don't know, of course, but we still have the the ability here, Disgusting Resilience. We see now the new ability Contagion of Nurgle, which we don't get more explanation about, so we don't know what exactly those are. In Games Workshop, they promise to reveal more information soon. Then he has some auras here. Mortarion was previously giving rerolls of 1s for all Death Guard units, including himself. Now this is split into 2, so 1 is the Primarch of the Death Guard, and you can select 1 unit, a core or a character unit, to get reroll 1s for a turn. So here I would assume that he can choose himself being a character or some other unit, and then for a turn this unit gets a reroll of 1s to hit. And then he has Lord of the Death Guard aura. So this gives the core units, he gets an aura of only 6-inch, not 7-inch, the magic number. So I hope this can be improved to 7 here, but let's see. So here they can reroll hit rolls of 1, but only core units. So this aura doesn't affect himself or other characters or vehicles, and this is basically what we're a bit expecting from having seen other auras from the Space Marines being updated like this. He has the Demon Primarch, and he must be the Warlord in a Battle-Forged army, this states. He still has his 4+ invul save with a Barbaran plate. This is quite good. But then we see his Host of Plagues, previously giving the aura in the beginning of the fight phase, giving mortal wounds on 4+. Now this has changed quite differently, so it seems to be giving Mortarion a choice of an additional warlord trait at the beginning of the first battle round for the entire battle. So this is the Shamble Rot and some of the others that were mentioned in the plague companies, but I think Nurgle's Fruit I have not heard before, so maybe it's a new plague company. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like the plague companies. Maybe one of the plague companies is getting a new warlord trait for the plague company. And in addition to what he already has as a warlord trait. So I'm still assuming that Arch Contaminator is still his primary warlord trait, but of course I don't know. He still has the explosion on a 4+, but then his Toxic Presence is also quite different, or probably quite different. Or maybe, yeah, it might not be different, but previously he had this that he had the aura to remove 1 toughness from the opponents within he was close to. So here it says that you can count the battle round number as being 4 for the purposes of determining the contagion range of the contagion abilities. So these contagion abilities, like we have the Contagion of Nurgle, is probably linked to battle rounds, and maybe it's something like the Space Marine doctrines, that there are some abilities that in the first battle round maybe they move extra, or they shoot better in the second, or they do some mortal wounds or something in the phases. So of course we don't know what these are yet, but maybe it's something similar to the Space Marine doctrines. So I'm just guessing here, but I think it's quite probable. And finally, we see the bubonic Astartes as a new keyword here. So heretic Astartes and bubonic Astartes. But all in all, I think very important, we have the Disgusting Resilience still. Seems to be some big changes coming with these Contagions of Nurgle. So I will be looking forward to see what those are, but still some quite differences and updates of the abilities. So as I said in the beginning, we also have tomorrow on Saturday we have the model of the month, the collectible coin, and this month, yeah, it was introduced. This concept was introduced last month, where the Games Workshop, if you visit the local store, you could get a free model. And last month it was something from Age of Sigmar, and this month, December, is a Death Guard month, thankfully, but not for the Codex. but and the model of this month is a Plague Marine. And some people have been speculating that this is a model from the Marine boxed set. Maybe the people will be just getting different models from this box set. In such case, and if I can get my hands on that, I would cross fingers that I could get the Marine with a flail, and I would then have a little bit more flails in my Plague Marine armies. And the collectible coin this month is also Death Guard coin, but this requires you to purchase something in the store, or a few things, but at the moment I wouldn't buy something until I have the codex, so I know what units are nerfed and what units are maybe improved. So some summary and final thoughts. This year gets a bit longer by the delay of the Death Guard Codex release. Waiting for the codex, at least I will try to get my hands on the free Plague Marine model, to have a little bit more Plague Marines to paint over this month. And the full Mortarion datasheet revealed answers some questions. The leaked assembly guides are quite accurate on the stats, but we see that thankfully the Reaping Scythe ability profile is not lost. The changes to auras for rerolls are pretty much as expected. For example, reroll of 1 auras are core and not all units like they were before. We have a confirmation that Mortarion does not increase its points. Disgusting resilience, maybe most importantly, is still there. And we have this maybe the big changes here: contagions of Nurgle, some sort of, probably some battle round determined rules and abilities like doctrines for Death Guard units. So this concludes the video. What do you think about the delay? Of course, have you also been waiting for the release of the codex with eagerness? And what do you think about the Mortarion's datasheet and some of the things we can learn from this for other Death Guard units? If you like this video, please press like, and please subscribe to the channel, where I will be posting more news and more reviews of the units and rules as we go forward. And yeah, leave a comment if you have some suggestions for videos and analysis topics. And yeah, with these words, GeneralJannis is signing out. Stay safe out there, and bye bye.